Question 1. Which of the following best describes the principle of indemnity and insurance? A. It allows insured individuals to recover losses without any limit. B. It ensures that the insured is compensated for their loss to the extent of their financial loss, preventing them from profiting from the insurance claim. C. It refers to the practice of overinsuring a property to receive a higher payout in the event of a claim. D. It is a legal concept that requires insurance contracts to be in writing and clearly outline coverage details. Answer. B. Explanation. The principle of indemnity is a fundamental concept in insurance that aims to restore the insured to their financial position prior to the loss without allowing them to profit from the loss. This principle ensures fairness in claims handling and prevents moral hazard, where an insured might take on greater risks knowing they will be compensated. According to the Arizona Revised Statutes, Rs. Title 20, insurance contracts must adhere to the principle of indemnity to promote responsible risk management and ethical conduct within the industry. Question 2. Mr. Thompson filed a claim for damages after a severe storm caused significant damage to his commercial property. During the investigation, the adjuster discovered that Mr. Thompson had not maintained the roof properly, which contributed to the extent of the damage. What should the adjuster consider in this situation? A. Deny the claim entirely due to lack of maintenance. B. Approve the claim fully since the damage was caused by a natural disaster. C. Partial denial may be warranted, considering the extent of maintenance issues and contributing factors. D. Recommend Mr. Thompson to invest in better maintenance practices to avoid future claims. Answer. C. Explanation. In this scenario, the adjuster must consider the concept of contributory negligence and how it affects the claim. While the storm caused the damage, Mr. Thompson's failure to maintain the roof can contribute to the extent of the loss. Under Arizona insurance regulations, adjusters have a duty to investigate all contributing factors and evaluate the claim fairly. A partial denial may be justified if the lack of maintenance is found to have significantly contributed to the damage, potentially reducing the payout based on the percentage of liability attributed to the property owner. This aligns with industry standards that advocate for a thorough claims investigation process. Question 3. Scenario-based MS. Johnson, a public adjuster, is working on a claim for a client whose home was damaged in a fire. During the investigation, she discovers that the insurance policy had a clause excluding coverage for damages resulting from negligence. The client admits to leaving a candle unattended, which led to the fire. What should MS. Johnson's next steps be in handling this claim? A. Inform the client that their claim will be denied due to negligence and cease further action. B. Advise the client to file a claim anyway, as the insurance company may overlook the negligence issue. C. Review the entire policy, including the exclusion clause, and discuss the implications with the client before proceeding. D. Submit the claim to the insurance company with a recommendation for approval based on the client's good faith. Answer. C. Explanation. MS. Johnson should thoroughly review the insurance policy, especially the exclusion clause regarding negligence, before proceeding with the claim. Under Arizona law, public adjusters have an ethical obligation to ensure that their clients fully understand the terms of their policy and the implications of any exclusions. By discussing the situation with the client, MS. Johnson can help them grasp the potential consequences of the negligence admission and the likelihood of a claim denial. This approach aligns with the ethical responsibilities outlined in Arizona insurance regulations, promoting transparency and informed decision-making for clients in the claims process. Additionally, it allows MS. Johnson to prepare adequately for any potential disputes with the insurance company regarding the claim. Question 4. Which of the following statements best describes the role of subrogation in insurance claims? A. Subrogation allows an insured party to recover their deductible after a claim is paid. B. Subrogation is the process by which an insurance company seeks reimbursement from a third party responsible for a loss. C. Subrogation occurs when an insurance adjuster denies a claim based on insufficient evidence. D. Subrogation refers to the legal right of the insured to transfer their claim to another party. Answer. B. Explanation. Subrogation is a fundamental concept in insurance that allows an insurer to pursue a third party responsible for a loss after compensating the insured. This process enables the insurer to recover the amount paid out in claims from the responsible party, thereby mitigating their financial losses. According to the principle of indemnity, subrogation helps to keep insurance premiums stable by preventing the insured from profiting from a loss The Arizona Revised Statutes Ars. Title 20 supports the practice of subrogation as a way to promote fairness and accountability in the insurance industry. Question 5. Which of the following factors is least likely to affect the determination of actual cash value, CV, in a property insurance claim? A. The age and condition of the damaged property. B. The replacement cost of the property at the time of loss. C. The emotional attachment of the insured to the property. D. The depreciation of the property over time. Answer. C. Explanation. The determination of actual cash value is primarily based on measurable factors such as the property's age, condition, depreciation, and replacement cost at the time of loss. Emotional attachment, while relevant to the insured's perception of value, does not influence the objective calculation of a CV. In Arizona, adjusters are required to adhere to industry standards that focus on factual data when evaluating claims, ensuring that compensation reflects the true financial loss rather than subjective sentiments. Question 6. A homeowner submits a claim for damages due to water leakage from a broken pipe. The adjuster discovers that the homeowner had previously been informed of a potential issue but did not take action. What is the most appropriate course of action for the adjuster? A. Approve the claim since the damage was caused by a sudden event. B. Deny the claim outright due to the homeowner's negligence. C. Investigate further and consider the homeowner's awareness of the issue as a factor in determining coverage. D. Recommend the homeowner seek legal advice before submitting the claim. Answer. C. Explanation. In this case, the adjuster should conduct a thorough investigation and consider the homeowner's prior knowledge of the potential issue as a significant factor in determining coverage. Under Arizona's insurance regulations, adjusters must evaluate claims based on all relevant facts, including any negligence or lack of maintenance on the part of the insured. This aligns with the principle of fair claims handling and ensures that the insured is not rewarded for failing to address known risks. A decision to approve or deny the claim should be based on a comprehensive assessment of all contributing factors. Question 7. In Arizona, what is the primary purpose of the continuing education requirements for insurance adjusters? A. To ensure that adjusters maintain their licensing and knowledge of current regulations. B. To provide adjusters with opportunities to network with other professionals. C. To allow insurance companies to control the education of their adjusters. D. To promote competition among adjusters by encouraging diverse educational pursuits. Answer. Explanation. The primary purpose of the continuing education requirements for insurance adjusters in Arizona is to ensure that they maintain their licensing and stay updated on current laws, regulations, and best practices within the industry. This requirement helps promote professionalism and competence among adjusters, ultimately benefiting the insured and the insurance market. The Arizona Department of Insurance outlines specific continuing education mandates to uphold the quality and integrity of the profession, ensuring that adjusters are equipped to handle claims effectively and ethically. Question 8. What is the significance of the principle of utmost good faith, Uberrima fides, in insurance contracts? A. It allows insurers to deny claims based on subjective interpretations of policy language. B. It mandates that both parties must disclose all relevant information truthfully. C. It restricts the insurer's ability to investigate claims thoroughly. D. It permits the insured to file claims without any documentation. Answer. B. Explanation. The principle of utmost good faith, Uberrima fides, requires both the insurer and the insured to act honestly and disclose all material facts relevant to the insurance contract. This principle is crucial because insurance contracts are based on trust, and any concealment or misrepresentation can lead to disputes and potential denial of claims. In Arizona, adherence to this principle is reinforced by regulations that emphasize full disclosure during the underwriting process, ensuring that both parties have a clear understanding of the terms and risks involved. Question 9. Scenario-based. Mr. Rodriguez is a public adjuster handling a complex claim for a client whose property was damaged during a flood. While evaluating the damages, he finds that some items were previously damaged in a fire 2 years ago and were not fully repaired. What should Mr. Rodriguez do in this situation? A. Include the full value of the damaged items in the current claim since they were affected by the flood. B. Exclude the previously damaged items from the claim because they were not relevant to the flood damage. C. Document the condition of the previously damaged items and consult with the insurer about coverage for those items. D. Advise the client to repair the items before submitting the claim for the flood damage. Answer. C. Explanation. In this scenario, Mr. Rodriguez should document the condition of the previously damaged items and consult with the insurer regarding coverage. Adjusters have a responsibility to consider all factors influencing a claim, including prior damage, which may affect the current valuation. Arizona regulations require adjusters to conduct a thorough and fair evaluation of claims, ensuring that the insurer is aware of all circumstances that could impact the settlement. By consulting with the insurer, Mr. Rodriguez can clarify whether the prior damage affects the current claim and ensure proper handling of the client's interests. Question 10. Which of the following is a key consideration for an adjuster when determining liability in a bodily injury claim? A. The insured's financial status at the time of the accident. B. The witness statements and evidence collected during the investigation. C. The insurance policy limits of the insured party. D. The emotional impact of the injury on the claimant. Answer. B. Explanation. When determining liability in a bodily injury claim, the key consideration is the witness statements and evidence collected during the investigation. The adjuster must evaluate all relevant information to establish fault and liability accurately. This includes collecting physical evidence, documentation of the incident, and statements from witnesses. While factors such as insurance policy limits and the emotional impact on the claimant are relevant, they do not directly influence the determination of liability. Arizona insurance regulations emphasize the importance of evidence-based assessments in claims handling to ensure fair and accurate outcomes. Question 11. In which scenario would an insurance company most likely invoke the principle of contributory negligence? A. A pedestrian is injured after being struck by a car while crossing the street at a marked crosswalk. B. A homeowner's claim for theft is denied due to a lack of security measures in place. C. A claimant is injured in a slip and fall accident while wearing inappropriate footwear in icy conditions. D. An insured driver collides with another vehicle after texting while driving. Answer. C. Explanation. Contributory negligence is a legal doctrine that can bar a claimant from recovering damages if they are found to be partially at fault for their injuries. In the case of a slip and fall accident while wearing inappropriate footwear in icy conditions, the adjuster would assess whether the claimant's actions contributed to the incident. If the adjuster finds that the claimant's lack of appropriate footwear was a significant factor in the accident, the insurance company may invoke contributory negligence to reduce or deny the claim. Arizona follows a comparative negligence rule, allowing claims to be adjusted based on the percentage of fault attributed to each party. Question 12. Which of the following types of coverage would typically cover damages resulting from a policyholder's negligent acts leading to bodily injury or property damage? A. Personal injury protection, PIP. B. Liability coverage. C. Comprehensive coverage. D. Uninsured motorist coverage. Answer. B. Explanation. Liability coverage is designed to protect policyholders against claims arising from negligent acts that cause bodily injury or property damage to others. It is a fundamental component of most insurance policies, including homeowners and auto insurance. In Arizona, liability coverage is crucial as it ensures that individuals can meet legal obligations to compensate third parties for injuries or damages resulting from their actions. Personal injury protection, PIP, primarily covers medical expenses for the insured, while comprehensive coverage protects against non-collision related damages. Question 13. Under Arizona law, what is the maximum penalty an adjuster may face for failing to report fraudulent claims? A. License suspension for 30 days. B. Civil fines up to $5,000. C. Loss of licensure for 1 year. D. Criminal charges and potential imprisonment. Answer. B. Explanation. Under Arizona insurance regulations, an adjuster who fails to report fraudulent claims may face civil fines up to $5,000. The Arizona Department of Insurance takes fraud seriously and expects all adjusters to adhere to ethical standards, including the obligation to report suspected fraudulent activities. While an adjuster's license can be suspended or revoked for various infractions, the specific penalty for failing to report fraud is primarily financial. This reinforces the importance of integrity in the adjusting process and protects the interests of both insurers and insureds. Question 14. What is the significance of the term exclusions in an insurance policy? A. Exclusions specify the types of claims that are automatically approved. B. Exclusions outline the coverage limits for specific types of risks. C. Exclusions identify risks or events that are not covered by the policy. D. Exclusions are optional add-ons to the insurance contract. Answer. See explanation. Exclusions in an insurance policy are critical components that specify risks, events, or circumstances that are not covered. Understanding exclusions is essential for adjusters as they impact claims handling and determination of coverage. For instance, many property insurance policies exclude damages from floods or earthquakes unless additional coverage is purchased. Arizona insurance regulations require that exclusions be clearly outlined in policies to ensure that policyholders are aware of the limits of their coverage. Adjusters must review these exclusions carefully when evaluating claims to determine eligibility for compensation. Question 15. During a claims investigation, an adjuster discovers that the insured has failed to maintain the property according to the policy's requirements. What is the appropriate action for the adjuster to take? A. Automatically deny the claim without further investigation. B. Document the findings and consult with the insurer for guidance. C. Inform the insured that they must repair the property before any claim can be processed. D. Recommend that the insured pursue a claim under a different policy. Answer. B. Explanation. If an adjuster finds that the insured has failed to maintain the property as required by the policy, the appropriate action is to document the findings and consult with the insurer for guidance. This approach allows the adjuster to clarify whether the maintenance issues impact the coverage and how to proceed with the claim. Automatic denial without further investigation could lead to regulatory penalties and ethical violations. Arizona regulations require adjusters to conduct thorough investigations while considering all aspects of the claim, including the insured's obligations under the policy. Question 16. In the context of property insurance, what does replacement cost refer to? A. The market value of the property at the time of loss. B. The amount needed to replace the damaged property with a new item of similar kind and quality. C. The original purchase price of the property. D. The actual cash value of the property after depreciation. Answer. B. Explanation. Replacement cost refers to the amount necessary to replace damaged property with a new item of similar kind and quality without deducting for depreciation. This concept is essential in property insurance as it directly affects the compensation an insured receives after loss. Many policies offer replacement cost coverage to ensure that policyholders can restore their property to its original condition. Arizona adjusters must be familiar with replacement cost calculations to ensure that claims are handled fairly and according to the terms of the policy, promoting equitable outcomes for insured parties. Question 17. What is the role of an insurance adjuster in the mediation process? A. To advocate solely for the insurer's interests. B. To facilitate communication and negotiation between the parties involved in the dispute. C. To make binding decisions regarding the outcome of the dispute. D. To provide legal advice to the parties. Answer. B. Explanation. The role of an insurance adjuster in the mediation process is to facilitate communication and negotiation between the disputing parties. Adjusters help clarify issues, present evidence, and work toward a mutually acceptable resolution. They are not advocates for one side over the other, but rather neutral parties seeking to promote a fair outcome. Unlike litigation, mediation is a voluntary process that relies on the cooperation of both parties. Arizona law supports the use of mediation as a cost-effective alternative to resolving disputes in insurance claims, enhancing the efficiency of the claims process. Question 18. Which of the following statements is true regarding the principle of indemnity in insurance? A. It allows the insured to profit from their loss. B. It ensures that the insured is restored to their financial position before the loss. C. It applies only to life insurance policies. D. It is a guideline for underwriting insurance applications. Answer. B. Explanation. The principle of indemnity is a core concept in insurance that ensures the insured is restored to their financial position prior to the loss without profiting from the insurance claim. This principle prevents moral hazard, where individuals might be incentivized to cause a loss in order to receive a payout. In Arizona, the principle of indemnity is upheld in property and casualty insurance policies, mandating that compensation reflects the actual loss incurred. Adjusters must apply this principle diligently when evaluating claims to ensure fair treatment of all parties involved. Question 19. A public adjuster is engaged by a homeowner to assist with a claim for extensive storm damage. What ethical obligation does the public adjuster have toward the homeowner? A. To maximize the claim amount regardless of policy limits. B. To provide honest and transparent communication about the claims process. C. To prioritize the insurer's interests to maintain a positive working relationship. D. To charge only a flat fee regardless of the claim's complexity. Answer. B. Explanation. A public adjuster has an ethical obligation to provide honest and transparent communication about the claims process to the homeowner. This includes setting realistic expectations, explaining the scope of coverage, and guiding the homeowner through the intricacies of the claims process. Public adjusters in Arizona must adhere to ethical standards established by the Arizona Department of Insurance, which emphasizes the importance of integrity and professionalism in handling claims. Focusing solely on maximizing the claim amount or prioritizing the insurer's interests would violate these ethical obligations and compromise the trust established with the homeowner. Question 20, scenario-based. Mrs. Thompson is filing a claim for water damage caused by a broken pipe in her basement. During the investigation, the adjuster discovers that the pipe was old and had shown signs of deterioration prior to the incident. What should the adjuster consider when assessing this claim? A. The age of the pipe is irrelevant as long as it caused the water damage. B. The adjuster must determine if the deterioration was disclosed during the policy application. C. The adjuster should approve the claim without further investigation. D. The adjuster can deny the claim based on the condition of the pipe alone. Answer. B. Explanation. In this situation, the adjuster must consider whether the deterioration of the pipe was disclosed during the policy application, as this could impact the coverage for the claim. If the insured failed to disclose relevant information regarding the pipe's condition, it could be viewed as a breach of the principle of utmost good faith, potentially affecting the validity of the claim. The adjuster should conduct a thorough investigation, considering all factors, including the condition of the pipe and the insured's prior knowledge, to make an informed decision regarding the claim. Arizona regulations emphasize the need for transparency in the underwriting process, which directly impacts claims handling. Question 21. Which of the following best defines actual cash value received in property insurance? A. The replacement cost minus depreciation. B. The original purchase price of the property. C. The market value at the time of the loss. D. The amount insured under the policy. Answer A. Explanation. Actual cash value (SEV) is typically defined as the replacement cost of the property minus depreciation. This method accounts for the loss of value over time due to wear and tear, obsolescence, and other factors. Adjusters in Arizona often use ACV when evaluating claims for property damage to determine the appropriate compensation for the insured. Understanding the concept of ACV is essential for ensuring fair settlements that reflect the true value of the lost or damaged property. Question 22. What is the primary purpose of the Arizona Insurance Guarantee Fund? A. To provide insurance coverage for uninsured motorists. B. To protect policyholders in the event their insurer becomes insolvent. C. To subsidize health insurance premiums for low-income individuals. D. To fund public insurance education programs. Answer. B. Explanation. The Arizona Insurance Guarantee Fund is designed to protect policyholders in the event that their insurance company becomes insolvent. This fund helps ensure that policyholders can still receive their entitled benefits and claims payments even if their insurer cannot fulfill its obligations. The Guarantee Fund operates by covering claims up to certain limits, providing a safety net for consumers and maintaining stability in the insurance market. Question 23. In the context of workers' compensation claims in Arizona, what is compensable injury? A. An injury that occurs during a worker's commute to work. B. An injury sustained while the worker is engaging in recreational activities. C. An injury that arises out of and in the course of employment. D. An injury that results from the worker's own negligence. Answer. C. Explanation. A compensable injury in the context of workers' compensation is defined as an injury that arises out of and occurs in the course of employment. In Arizona, this means that the injury must be directly related to the employee's job duties or occur during the performance of work-related tasks. Adjusters must carefully evaluate the circumstances surrounding each claim to determine whether it meets the criteria for compensability under state law. Question 24. What should an adjuster do if they discover evidence of fraud while investigating a claim? A. Ignore the evidence to maintain customer relations. B. Report the findings to the insurer and, if necessary, to law enforcement. C. Confront the claimant and demand an explanation. D. Deny the claim immediately without further investigation. Answer. B. Explanation. If an adjuster discovers evidence of fraud while investigating a claim, they have a professional and legal obligation to report their findings to the insurer. Depending on the severity of the evidence, they may also need to report it to law enforcement or regulatory authorities. In Arizona, failing to act upon suspected fraud can result in severe penalties for the adjuster, including loss of licensure. Properly addressing suspected fraud protects the integrity of the insurance system and discourages dishonest practices. Question 25. Under Arizona law, which of the following statements about policy cancellations is true? A. Insurers can cancel a policy without providing any notice to the insured. B. Insurers must provide at least 10 days notice for cancellations due to non-payment of premium. C. Cancellation notices can be delivered verbally to the insured. D. Cancellations for any reason require a 30-day notice period. Answer. B. Explanation. Under Arizona law, insurers are required to provide at least 10 days notice to the insured when canceling a policy for non-payment of premiums. This notice must be in writing and delivered through a method that ensures the insured is aware of the cancellation. This regulation protects policyholders by ensuring they are informed about changes to their coverage and allows them time to rectify any payment issues if possible. Question 26. What does the term subrogation refer to in the insurance context? A. The process of underwriters evaluating risk. B. The transfer of rights from the insured to the insurer to recover losses. C. The underwriting process used to determine premium rates. D. The adjustment of claims based on the insured's negligence. Answer. B. Explanation. Subrogation is the legal process whereby an insurer, after paying a claim, assumes the insured's right to recover damages from a third party responsible for the loss. This allows the insurer to recoup all of the claim payments made to the insured. Adjusters must understand subrogation principles to effectively manage claims and recover losses, ensuring that policyholders receive the compensation they are entitled to without unjust enrichment. Question 27. What is the primary function of the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, to enforce insurance laws in individual states? B. To create and maintain uniform insurance regulations across the United States. C. To provide insurance coverage to low-income individuals. D. To act as a mediator in insurance disputes. Answer. B. Explanation. The primary function of the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, is to create and maintain uniform insurance regulations across the United States. The NAIC provides a forum for state insurance regulators to collaborate and establish best practices and standards, which helps promote effective and consistent regulation of the insurance industry. Although the NAIC does not have regulatory authority itself, its influence shapes insurance policy and practices in various states, including Arizona. Question 20. In a property insurance policy, what does the coinsurance clause typically require? A. The insured to purchase multiple policies for the same property. B. The insured to maintain coverage at a certain percentage of the property's value. C. The insurer to automatically cover 100% of any loss. D. The insured to pay a fixed amount toward any claim. Answer. B. Explanation. A coinsurance clause in a property insurance policy requires the insured to maintain coverage at a specified percentage, often 80%, 90%, or 100% of the property's value, to avoid penalties in the event of a loss. If the insured fails to meet the coinsurance requirement, they may face reduced payouts for claims. This clause encourages policyholders to insure their properties for adequate amounts, thereby protecting both the insurer and the insured against potential financial losses. Question 29. What action must an adjuster take if they believe a claim is a result of intentional loss? A. Approve the claim if the insured seems honest. B. Investigate further and gather evidence before making a determination. C. Immediately deny the claim without conducting an investigation. D. Recommend a settlement to the insured. Answer. B. Explanation. If an adjuster suspects that a claim may be a result of intentional loss, they must conduct a thorough investigation to gather evidence and determine the validity of the claim before making a determination. Denying a claim without proper investigation could expose the insurer to legal challenges and regulatory scrutiny. Arizona regulations emphasize the need for due diligence in claims investigations, particularly in cases where fraud or intentional loss is suspected. Question 30. Scenario-based. Mr. Garcia files a claim for damage to his home caused by a fire. During the investigation, the adjuster learns that Mr. Garcia had recently increased his coverage limits significantly. What is the most appropriate action for the adjuster? A. Assume the increase in coverage was fraudulent and deny the claim. B. Investigate the circumstances surrounding the increase in coverage before making a decision. C. Approve the claim immediately regardless of the coverage limits. D. Inform Mr. Garcia that he should lower his coverage limits to avoid potential issues. Answer: B. Explanation. In this scenario, the adjuster should investigate the circumstances surrounding Mr. Garcia's recent increase in coverage limits before making a decision. While increased coverage can be legitimate, it may raise questions about the timing and motivations behind the change, especially if the increase occurred shortly before the loss. Conducting a thorough investigation is essential for ensuring that the claim is processed fairly and in accordance with Arizona insurance regulations, which may involve examining the insured's intent and understanding the nature of the coverage changes.